You ever notice how some people seem to stay full of energy, moving with ease, staying sharp, and enjoying life well into their 80s and 90s, while others start feeling sluggish and worn down in their 60s? It's easy to assume it's just genetics or luck, but the truth is, it comes down to daily habits. Small things, the kind most people don't even think about, can make the difference between thriving in your later years or struggling with low energy, aches, and declining health. And here's the part no one really talks about. Aging doesn't just happen overnight. It creeps up little by little. One day, you're walking up the stairs without a second thought. The next, you're holding onto the railing, feeling just a little unsteady. At first, you brush it off, but then you start feeling stiffer in the mornings, more tired in the afternoons, and those small changes start adding up. Before you know it, things you used to do effortlessly, getting up from a chair, remembering a name, even feeling excited about your day, start to feel just a little harder. And if you don't take action, that's when aging really speeds up. But here's the good news. You have far more control than you think. Science has proven that just a few simple habits can slow down aging, boost energy, keep your body strong, and even add years to your life. And the best part? These aren't extreme lifestyle changes. You don't need to spend hours at the gym, follow complicated diets, or do anything drastic. Just small, doable changes that can make a massive difference in how you feel every single day. Imagine waking up feeling refreshed, stepping out of bed without that stiffness slowing you down, moving easily without aches and pains. Imagine having the energy to do what you love, whether that's playing with grandkids, traveling, or simply enjoying your morning coffee without feeling drained. Imagine keeping your mind sharp, remembering details effortlessly, staying independent, and living a life that feels full of possibility instead of limitation. It's all within your reach. And today, I'm going to share some of the most powerful daily habits that can help you stay strong, sharp, and vibrant for years to come. Think about it. Every day, you make hundreds of small choices without even realizing it. What you eat, how you move, how you start your morning, these little habits stack up over time, shaping how you feel, how much energy you have, and even how long you live. The difference between someone who stays active, independent, and full of life into their 80s and someone who struggles with exhaustion and health problems often comes down to these small, daily decisions. But here's the best part. It's never too late to start. No matter your age, your body and mind can adapt. Science has proven that even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond, your muscles can get stronger, your brain can stay sharp, and your body can keep working for you if you give it what it needs. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. Let's start with something simple yet powerful. If you do this one thing every morning, it can improve your balance, mobility, and even help prevent falls, which are one of the biggest risks as we age. It only takes a few seconds, but it can make a massive difference in keeping you strong and steady on your feet. Here's all you have to do. Every morning, while brushing your teeth or waiting for your coffee to brew, lift one foot off the ground and try to balance for 10 seconds. Then switch to the other foot. If that feels easy, try closing your eyes or standing on a softer surface like a rug. This simple habit does something incredible. It strengthens the tiny stabilizing muscles in your legs, improves coordination, and trains your brain to react faster if you ever trip or lose your balance. Why does this matter? Because balance isn't just about standing upright. It's your body's natural defense against falls. As we get older, our balance naturally declines, and most people don't even notice until one day they misstep and boom, a fall that leads to months of recovery, or worse. But the good news is balance can be trained just like a muscle. The more you practice, the better it gets. And the stronger your balance, the lower your risk of falls, injuries, and hospital stays. I had a friend, John, who never thought about his balance until he had a close call. One morning, he was reaching for something in the kitchen, and he felt himself tipping over. He caught himself just in time, but it scared him. He started practicing this 10-second balance trick every morning, and within weeks, he felt steadier. A year later, he told me, "I don't even think about falling anymore. It's like my body just knows how to stay steady now." And that's just the beginning. Because the more you train your body in small ways like this, the stronger and more capable you become. Now, let's talk about another simple daily habit that can boost your energy, improve your heart health, and even sharpen your mind. One of the biggest complaints people have as they get older is low energy. You wake up feeling sluggish, and by the afternoon, you're drained. You might even find yourself sitting more than you used to, simply because moving around feels like too much effort. But here's the thing. The less you move, the more tired you feel. It's a cycle, and if you don't break it, it only gets worse. But there's an incredibly simple way to wake up your body, boost circulation, and even sharpen your mind first thing in the morning. And it doesn't require a gym, special equipment, or even changing your routine. The secret? A 10-minute morning walk. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I already walk enough throughout the day, or I don't have time for this in the morning. But here's why this specific habit is so powerful. When you take just 10 minutes to move your body after waking up, you're sending a signal to your brain and muscles that it's time to be alert, energized, and ready for the day. Your circulation improves, your joints loosen up, and you actually feel more awake and focused without needing that extra cup of coffee. And if you can walk outside in the morning light, even better. Natural sunlight helps reset your internal body clock, which means you'll sleep better at night, wake up easier in the morning, and feel more energized throughout the day. This is why doctors and researchers say that a simple morning walk is one of the most underrated tools for longevity. I know a woman named Sarah who started doing this at 72. She didn't change anything else about her routine, just added a 10-minute walk before breakfast. Within a few weeks, she told me she felt like she had more energy than she had in years. She wasn't as stiff in the mornings, she wasn't crashing in the afternoons, and she even noticed her mood improving. One small change, and it made a world of difference. Now, let's talk about something just as simple, but just as powerful, because what you do first thing in the morning doesn't just affect your body, it affects your brain too. And if you want to stay sharp, focused, and keep your memory strong, there's one easy habit you need to start doing. You ever walk into a room and forget why you're there? Or struggle to remember someone's name, even though you just heard it? It's frustrating, isn't it? And maybe a little unsettling. Memory lapses like these become more common as we get older. And if you've noticed them happening more often, you might be wondering, is this just normal aging or something more? Here's the truth. Your brain is like a muscle. If you don't challenge it, it weakens over time. But if you give it the right kind of stimulation, you can actually strengthen your memory, improve focus, and keep your mind sharp well into your 80s and 90s. And the best part? It doesn't take hours of brain training or crossword puzzles. It only takes 3 minutes a day. It's called the 3-minute recall reset, and here's how it works. Every morning, before you start your day, take a moment to think back to yesterday. Try to recall 3 specific details: what you had for breakfast, a conversation you had, or even the weather. Close your eyes and picture in your mind the smell of the coffee, the taste of your food, the exact words someone said. This might sound simple, but it's incredibly powerful. When you actively recall information, you're strengthening the neural connections in your brain. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes to remember names, details, and even where you left your keys. It's like giving your brain a workout first thing in the morning. I had a friend, Ed, who started doing this at 70. He used to joke that he couldn't remember what he had for breakfast until lunchtime. But after a few weeks of this exercise, he noticed a real change. He wasn't just remembering what he ate. He was recalling conversations, details from books he read, and even names he used to struggle with. He told me, "I feel like my brain just woke up again." It's a small habit, but it keeps your mind active, alert, and ready to take on the day. And speaking of starting the day right, there's one more morning habit that could be the key to living longer, feeling stronger, and staying healthier for years to come. Most people don't realize it, but the very first thing you put in your body each morning can either fuel your energy and protect your health or set you up for sluggishness, cravings, and even long-term problems. And no, I'm not talking about skipping breakfast. I'm talking about hydration. After a full night of sleep, your body is naturally dehydrated. Your brain, your muscles, your organs, they're all running low on water. And yet, what do most people do? They reach for coffee first. Now, coffee isn't the enemy, But if you're starting your day dehydrated and then adding caffeine, you're making things harder on your body than they need to be. Instead, try this. Before anything else, drink a glass of water. Just 12 to 16 ounces. That's it. No lemon, no fancy supplements, just pure water. Within minutes, you'll feel the difference. Your digestion wakes up, your brain fog lifts, and your joints feel less stiff. Hydration isn't just about quenching thirst. It helps lubricate your joints, improve circulation, regulate blood pressure, and even boost brain function. Studies show that even mild dehydration can cause fatigue, headaches, and forgetfulness. All things that people assume are just signs of aging, but are often just signs of not drinking enough water. I know a woman, Linda, who always felt sluggish in the mornings. She blamed it on getting older. But when she started drinking a full glass of water first thing every morning, something incredible happened. Her energy improved, her headaches disappeared, and she even noticed fewer aches in her knees. One tiny change, and it completely shifted how she felt throughout the day. It's one of the simplest habits you can adopt, but it makes a huge difference in how your body functions. And when you combine it with the habits we've already talked about, balanced training, morning movement, and memory exercises, you're setting yourself up for a day full of energy, focus, and strength. Now, let's talk about something just as important. Not what you put into your body, but what you do with it. Because if you want to stay mobile, independent, and pain-free for years to come, there's one habit you absolutely can't ignore. One of the biggest fears as we get older is losing mobility. You want to stay independent, keep doing the things you love, and not have to rely on others just to get around. But the reality is, many people find themselves slowing down. Not because of aging itself, but because of one thing they're not doing enough of, and that's strength training. Now, before you think, I'm too old for that, hear me out. Strength training doesn't mean lifting heavy weights or spending hours in a gym. It simply means keeping your muscles strong enough to support your body so you can continue to move with ease, avoid injuries, and stay independent for as long as possible. Because here's the truth. After 60, we naturally start losing muscle. It happens slowly at first, but by the time most people hit their 70s, they've lost a significant amount of strength. And when that happens, simple things like getting up from a chair, climbing stairs, or carrying groceries become harder. But here's the good news. You can reverse this at any age. Research shows that even people in their 80s and 90s can regain strength with simple bodyweight exercises. And you don't need a complicated routine, just one daily movement that can make a huge difference, the sit-to-stand exercise. Here's how it works. Sit in a chair with your feet flat on the floor. Without using your hands, stand up as smoothly as you can, then sit back down, slow and controlled. Do this 10 times in a row once a day. If that's too hard at first, start with 5 reps and build up. This movement strengthens your legs, core, and balance all at once. And the stronger these muscles are, the easier it is to walk, climb stairs, and stay mobile. It's one of the simplest, most effective ways to maintain independence. And it only takes a minute a day. I know a man, Robert, who started doing this at 75. At first, he could barely do 3 reps without feeling exhausted. But within a few weeks, he was up to 10. A few months later, he wasn't just standing up more easily. He was moving better, feeling stronger, and even started taking longer walks because his legs finally felt capable again. Your strength is your lifeline to staying active, independent, and doing the things you love. And speaking of feeling good, there's one more habit that's just as important as movement, memory, or hydration. Because no matter how well you take care of your body, if you don't do this one thing, it can steal years off your life without you even realizing it. Stress. It's the silent killer that no one likes to talk about. You might not even notice it anymore. It just feels like part of life. Worrying about family, finances, health, or even just feeling overwhelmed by all the changes that come with aging. But here's the thing. Stress isn't just in your head. It has a real, physical impact on your body. And if you don't manage it, it can literally shorten your lifespan. Chronic stress raises your blood pressure, weakens your immune system, and speeds up aging at a cellular level. That's why people who carry a lot of stress often look and feel older than they really are. But the good news? There's a simple, science-backed way to lower stress, improve your mood, and even add years to your life. And it only takes a few minutes a day. It's called deep breathing. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, breathing? That's too simple. Hear me out. This isn't just taking a deep breath and moving on. It's a specific technique that activates your body's relaxation response, lowers stress hormones, and brings an almost immediate sense of calm. Here's how you do it. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold it for 4 seconds. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 to 8 seconds. Repeat this for just 2 minutes. When you do this, something incredible happens. Your heart rate slows down. Your blood pressure drops. Your brain gets a signal that it's safe to relax. And the best part? The more you practice this, the better your body gets at handling stress in everyday life. I had a friend, Margaret, who struggled with constant worry. She tried everything, meditation, yoga, but nothing stuck. Then she committed to just 2 minutes of deep breathing every morning. Within a few weeks, she wasn't just feeling calmer. She was sleeping better, thinking more clearly, and even noticed fewer aches and pains. She told me, "I didn't realize how much stress was wearing me down until I finally let it go." So, if you ever feel overwhelmed, tense, or just not yourself, take a moment. Breathe. Your body and your future self will thank you. Now, let's bring it all together. Because these habits aren't just small tricks, they're a blueprint for living longer, feeling stronger, and staying independent for years to come. Think about it. Just a few simple habits each day can completely transform how you feel, how you move, and even how long you live. Balance training to keep you steady on your feet, a morning walk to wake up your body and mind, a quick recall exercise to keep your memory sharp, hydration to fuel your system, strength training to maintain your independence, deep breathing to reduce stress. None of these take much time. But together, they create a powerful routine that helps you stay strong, sharp, and in control of your health. The best part? It's never too late to start. Whether you're 60, 70, or even 80, your body and mind can still adapt, improve, and thrive. All it takes is one step. Choose just one habit today. Start with a glass of water in the morning, or take that 10-minute walk. Then, as it becomes part of your day, add another. Before you know it, you'll have a routine that doesn't just keep you healthy, it adds years to your life. And if you found these habits helpful, you'll want to check out my next video. Because while these daily practices can keep you strong and independent, there are some common mistakes people over 60 make that can actually speed up aging and take years off their life. Click here to find out what they are and how to avoid them. And hey, if this video helped you, share it with a friend who might need it too. Because staying healthy and independent is something we all deserve. Let's keep moving forward together.